Hi everyone, Tasha here for Paper Sweeties, and today I'm sharing a project created with the July Sweet Kit and the new release stamp set. Here is a sample of a card that I created earlier using the same items that I'll be using in today's project. I'm going to be using the new Summer Vibes Sentiment stamp set, which is part of the Paper Sweeties July release. And this one's great. It has a whole bunch of fun greetings for summer. I'll also be using the Doodlebug's Shape Sprinkles, and this one is called Love You More. And I love these little hearts in different sizes. I'm going to be using two pieces from the Odds and Ends Land That I Love set from Doodlebug Design. This is part of the Sweet Kit. And I'll be using a piece of Doodlebug pattern paper also included in the kit, and I'm going to be using the pretty blue and white polka dot. To begin the project, I'm going to start by creating my background. I'm using a piece of low-tack tape to make little layers or spaces so that I can make a red, white, and blue background. So I'm just going to position it where I want the white. This way I won't have any of my blended ink going across into the white area. So I decided to do red, white, and blue. And then I'm adding another piece for the next red line. And then I'll add a third piece for the second white line. And this is really easy to do to create your own backgrounds. This is also fun if you wanted to make a plaid background. You can just have pieces going vertically, and then you would create a really cool background that you can customize with any color. So I'm starting with a really pretty shade of blue ink. And I'm just going to get my little ink blender and start blending in where I want the blue. So again, I'm doing red, white, and blue, and then I'll do red, white, and blue again. So I just have to make sure that I don't color any of the areas that I don't want to be blue, but this is really easy to do. After finishing the first blue panel, I just added some blue to the bottom. And now I'm going to remove the one layer of tape where I'm going to add the red ink color, and I moved it up to cover the blue. This way when I'm ink blending the red, it wouldn't blend into the blue color that I worked so hard to get blended in the first part. So I'm going in with a deep shade of red. I just love this red ink color. It goes on really easily. On camera it's a little bit darker. With the lights kind of shining on it, it gives it a kind of a different tone, but it is just a really deep red color. Once I had that all blended in, I gently removed my ink to make sure I didn't smear any of those colors. I really wanted to make sure I didn't get any ink in the white areas, and just by going nice and slow and pulling upwards, I didn't get any ink in the white spaces. So once the background was completed, I'm going to add this really pretty banner that's included in the Odds and Ends set. And I'm just adding a little bit of glue runner and then some liquid adhesive along the top. I wanted to make sure I had a really nice secure bond. Where I had it in place, after I had it in place, I just went in with my scissors and I trimmed it down to size. And you see how easy that was? It was just two little cuts. Now to add my little ice cream cone character, I thought it would be cute to have him right in the center, but I'm going to have him raised up a little bit. So I'm using just some little square foam dots that I had on hand. You can use regular foam or layers of cardstock to get the same look. And I'm just positioning him right in the center area. I wanted to make sure there was enough room on the bottom to add the greeting. Once I had them in place, I added a piece of this pretty silver cardstock that's included in the kit. This silver is super sparkly, and it's the nice glitter paper where it doesn't come off on your hands. It doesn't have that loose glitter that kind of flakes off. So it's just perfect to send to anyone, and you don't have to worry about getting glitter all over the place. Now it's time to do my stamping. I'm using the Summer Vibes Sentiment stamp set. This stamp set is really great because it doesn't only have stamps that you are only able to use in summer, but it has stamps you can use all the time. So the one that I'm using is Treat Yourself. Again, you could use this all year round. This would be great on even a Christmas card if you wanted to, maybe something with cocoa. And I'm just going to trim it down to size. I wanted this greeting to be nice and thin and more of something really small so I could put a layer behind it. So it's really easy to do. I'm just kind of lining it up on my paper trimmer and then just trimming it down to size, making sure I don't cut off any of those letters. And then I'm going to attach it to a little tiny scrap piece of that same glitter cardstock. I just love all this sparkle. And since I had a little piece left, I wanted to make sure I used it. And it's really easy to just glue that sentiment right onto the glitter paper. And again, just trim it down to the size that you want. And I'm just going to position it right into that blue area. And I'm using just regular glue runner. And you see how much sparkle that adds? It's so pretty. I love glitter. And again, this is the glitter without the mess. To add a little more detail to my little ice cream cone character, I'm using one of these little enamel hearts. And you see how cute that is? Just adding a little sticker or enamel dot really customize your design. And it's a way to use the stickers that are included in the set, so you don't just have to put them in the background. You can add them to these cutout pieces. Now I'm going to attach the card to that pretty blue polka dot pattern paper, and I love that these dots are nice and small. They're perfect for card making or for scrapbooking layouts. And then I'm just using again that same glue runner, and I'm going to attach it to a white card base. This is just a simple card base made out of heavy white cardstock, and I'm just lining it up so it has a little bit of an edge around the border. And once it's done, I'm just pressing down to make sure everything is secured. And then I'm going in with my white gel pen just to add a little more details to this character. I decided to add some white to his eyes, little dots on his cheek, and just added a little white accents around the sprinkles and some of the banner areas. I just thought these details were, a little bit extra, but I love the way it looks on top of these colored areas. And this is my completed card. It's nice and easy. You can make a bunch of these really quickly, and I think they're really fun for summer. Again, you can mix up the colors to make it for any time of year or a fun birthday card. And here's another example of a card I made using the same items. I hope you enjoyed today's project, and all the details are listed below. Have a great day. Bye-bye.